opening ceremony for the City of Dunkirk's Hazelton Dog Park. This is a really exciting project that we've been working on to make it a reality the past couple years, and we've received so much support from our local businesses, residents, community officials, as well as the county, the state, and our federal agencies to make this project happen. When I first started here at the City of Dunkirk, Mayor Rosas gave me the task of opening a dog park. And to many, that would seem like an easy kind of thing to do, but it hasn't been the easiest endeavor. There's been a lot of hurdles that we've overcame throughout the process, and we established a dog park committee with some of our local residents. We listened to the committee's needs and wants for the future dog park. We determined that at least 1 acre of land would be needed to create this dog park, and we'd want 2 different sides, a small dog park side and a large dog side. That's very common with many dog parks. So when we went through the process of finding a location, it took us a little bit, but luckily a private resident came to the table and decided to recommend this location as a site to lease the land. Originally, that was a great thing, but unfortunately, the owner of the property wanted to sell the property, so then we had to look at another avenue of how we could get this property. Mayor Rosas heard about a grant through New York State Agriculture and Markets Department for the acquisition and rehab for municipalities to create animal shelters. And you can see this building to our left is a perfect location for our new animal shelter that will be happening. We haven't officially got it there yet, but we'll be starting that project next. But at the same time, we were able to acquire that funding to acquire this land for our dog park and our animal shelter, so now we have this great animal sanctuary here. Through the grant application, we were able to obtain the funding and finally build this dog park. The dog park specifically wouldn't be possible without a lot of the generous donations from our local businesses, residents, and clubs. So I want to specifically call out everyone who donated because we had such a great response to bringing funding to the table. Purina was a big supporter of this. Let's give Purina a huge round of applause. A local resident and business owner, Jacob Sam, owns Agricultural Transport. He put up a lot of money to make this a reality. We have Express Pro, Monica Simpson, Marion Merlino, Barton and LaJudas, Nussbaumer and Clark, Lakeshore Savings Bank, the Chautauqua County IDA, the Chautauqua Nursing and Rehab Center, Don Polsky Club, Mr. Hayes and the Hayes family, the Fredonia Beaver Club, the Dunkirk Animal Clinic, the Kosciuszko Polish Home Association, Mrs. Janet Mooch, Lakeshore Humane Society, Tom Belk, and a few others that would like to remain anonymous at this time, but everyone came to the table and really wanted to see this happen. A dog park is such a great thing for a community. A lot of the younger generation expect that in communities, so we want to bring more young families to Dunkirk, and that's why we felt the need, and the mayor felt the need to have this in our community. So we're excited to have this for Northern Chautauqua County to have a dog park here. So I'd like to, at this time, welcome Mayor Rosas to say a few words about the dog park, and then we'll have our DPW Director, Randy Woodbury, say a few words.
Thank you. As we commence the official ribbon cutting and the official opening of our first dog park here in the city of Dunkirk, I just want to acknowledge the presence of some of the other officials that are here. Mike Civoletto, Councilman. And also the family, the Hazelton family. When we decided to go ahead and build the park, we wanted to name it after one of our own officers. Matthew Hazelton was one of our canine handlers, and we thought it was appropriate to name it after him. After speaking with the police department, the wife and the family, we all agreed that it was appropriate to do it. And I think that that's what makes this park even more special. So, you know, at this time, I really want to acknowledge the presence of the Hazelton family. If we can give them a round of applause. I also would like to thank everyone involved in this. Without the donations that we received, obviously this would not have been possible. I know that she mentioned all of them, but I would like to acknowledge Nestle Purina started this project with a pledge of $10,000, and that's how this project started. I would also like to acknowledge our governor, Andrew Cuomo. Without this support, the financial support that he provided, not only would this park not be here, but this facility here was purchased as well, and it's going to be working together. We're going to have a dog shelter right here. So it made all the sense in the world to work on this project. We worked long and hard to get it to where we're at now, and we're going to continue to work. The next grand opening that you'll see in this area will be the dog shelter. I would also like to thank all of the personnel in the city that were involved in this. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes people don't understand all the issues that come up when you decide to make a project like this happen. Our law department was involved, our fiscal affairs department was involved, our development department involved, our DPW department involved. All of them worked collaboratively. We worked together to make this possible here in the city. I'd like a round of applause to acknowledge them as well. When we decided to go ahead and move forward with this project, we did so because we had the support of the community, and I feel honored to be the mayor in a community that has so many civic-minded people who support projects like this. Without that support, again, this project here, we received a lot of financial support from our community members, and that is very important to acknowledge. And lastly, I would like to commend our development director. You know, she just got back from her honeymoon, and I don't even know what her last name is now. But it was her hard work, time, and effort as well with the paperwork involved with writing the grant. So I also would like to acknowledge that work. So I thank you all for coming, and at this time, I guess it's my privilege to introduce to you our DPW Director, who worked on this project as well, Mr. Randy Woodbury.
I'll tell you a little story. And I know there are a lot of people who are involved, but I'm going to single out one industry.
Please step up to the microphone so we can hear.
How's that?
That's
Better? Thank you. Okay, I came home one day to find a bright green bag of Purina dog chow walking around my kitchen floor all by itself. Then I saw a beagle tail sticking out the back. The front of the tail was my first rescue pet, Charlie the Beagle. All skin and bones and too weak to take more than a short walk when Dr. Powell helped get him from a bad home to me. Well, over a couple of weeks, and after that first bag of Purina dog chow, Charlie the Beagle regained a healthy weight and achieved so much strength and determination that long walks were in demand, and I could have water skied behind him. Because Charlie the Beagle loved Purina, Charlie the Beagle loved me. Does Purina have a line of girlfriend food? I am here to thank Purina for being the catalyst, pardon the first three letters of that word, the transformation of this little space to a great addition of the City of Dunkirk Park System under the leadership of Mayor Rosas and Director Worcester, and our Common Council. The generous $10,000 from Purina built the fence here when the city only had an easement. Securing about $90,000 more in grants allowed the city to purchase the property, including the building, and finally having a safe driveway to Main Street. As Director of Public Works, I would like to thank all of the DPW people involved in the transformation of the space, the Parks and Streets Division, in particular under the leadership of Russell Tennemore and Michael Papilia, and soon to be installed under the leadership of Water Maintenance Supervisor Rob Curry. I don't know why, but they want to put a few old fire hydrants in this park back here, so we're going to do that. Okay, Purina and those guys built this. DPW pledges to our leader, Mayor Rosas, and to the public to maintain it and to respect it in the sacred animal-loving spirit in which it was formed, and especially in tribute to this fine public servant, Officer Hazelton. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome a representative from Purina to say a few words.
So, good afternoon. Purina's been a member of the community here in northern Chautauqua County and Dunkirk for over 45 years. And kind of as our shirts say, your pet, our passion. It's so nice that, you know, that we're able to give back to the community in stances like this. As you see, you know, people are already meeting their neighbors, their friends. And it's the ability of things like this that we're so grateful that we can donate back to the community so that people can gather together like this. You know, this is how you build a community. Many of your friends, family, neighbors are part of our team. And that's what kind of drives us. That's at the heart of what we do every day. Every kibble we generate, every treat we make, every bag that we get out the door is all so that people can enjoy that livelihood that they have with their pets. Because it builds that strong relationship. You know, when you see kids out here playing with their dogs, you know, there's just a genuine friendship right there. And that's what we strive for. And that's kind of, you know, exuberated in our passion for how we can contribute back to the community like this. So, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Again, this is concluding our little ceremony. We're going to do a ribbon cutting now, and we want to welcome all those that donated their time and their money to fund this to please come up for the ribbon cutting picture that we'll be taking with Mayor Rosas. And everyone have a great Labor Day weekend. Thank you for coming out today.
What are you thinking, Rebecca?
Why don't we do it kind of like by the actual service?
I'm Bob Earhart. I'm one of the volunteers at the Lakeshore Humane Society. We're here at Dog Park opening today, and we're, I guess you say, sponsoring dogs and looking for homes for animals in northern Chautauqua County. We've been in organization since the late 70s. And we've been in our new building since 2012, and always looking for more volunteers. There's 5 of us here today, and we're always looking for more.
Hi, I'm Rich Carpenter with Lakeshore Humane Society. I'm one of the dog volunteers, and I'd like to invite everybody down on our open house on Wednesday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. And if you can't make it then we're open Saturdays 12 to 3. We always have a wide variety of dogs. We have mutts, we have purebreds. There's something for everyone at our shelter, so please stop by and see us.
Hi, I'm Janet Szymanski. I'm also a dog volunteer at Lakeshore Humane Society. I'm also on the board, and I handle all spay and neuter assistance. So if anybody needs spay or neuter assistance to help take care of their cats or dogs, you can come on in. We'll give you an application, and we'll provide you the assistance that you need. As Rich said, we're open on Wednesday evenings and Saturdays. We're there to help anybody that's looking for a cat or a dog. So come on in and see us.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Schranz. I work for Nestle Purina. I've been there over 13 years, and we love pets, like my shirt says, your pet, our passion. About 4 years ago, my good friend Monica Simpson, at that time was Monica Simpson. She was engaged to someone that I worked with, Chuck Simpson, and she was interested in starting a dog park. I said, oh, I would love that, and I can get the support of the company. So here, 4 years later, We raised enough funds and we were able to do it, and we're very happy to be able to do this for the community.
Yep. That's it.
I know.